Hello, world. I'm back again. It's been a long time since I have been on a Facebook Live, but here I am. Just felt like doing one today. Today is a very happy day for me as it's print day, and print day is it's kind of one of those special days. It's a day when all your hard work you get rewarded for, and you get to pass that on to the people that are buying your work, or that you're gifting the work to, or the print that goes to a cause, or whatever it may be. But it's everything that you've put your work into, and this is its day. It gets to leave you, and it gets to go inspire other people. So today was print day, and unfortunately, my clients came just a little too early. I was going to do this. I had their prints here too, and I was going to show you them. But I have Joe Payne. Hey, Joe, my beard game is strong. It's in that transitional point, where these are going to be a little longer and go this way and maybe out to here somewhere. Like I can't, like that. No, probably not. Anyway, Oren, hey, buddy. Wow, there. All right. Hi, everybody. David Franco, hey, bud, what's happening? Dave Schilling. Jason, what's going on? All right, everybody's here. Glenn, hi. I feel silly. So, yeah, I have been printing for the last couple days, which is really good. And before I get started too much, people are going to want to know what I print on. A little bit of everything, honestly. I print in the darkroom still quite a bit. But when I print on Inkjet, I have a Canon IPF 8400, which is a 44-inch printer. And right now I am using the Ilford Gallery series paper, the Fiber Gold, I believe it is. And it's just stunning paper, just really, really beautiful. Both black and white and color, which I have examples of both here today. I just started a new series, doing a new edition that I just sold the first one, so I'm really excited about that, which I'm going to show you here. And it's a 40-inch print that's just unbelievable. It's gorgeous. So without further ado, and I don't use anything but Canon inks. I know I got a question not too long ago about that, about buying the generic ink packs, and I just don't. I just buy Canon. I know they're a lot more expensive, but that's a very expensive piece of equipment. I don't want to put some crappy inks that are, made in Canada or somewhere like that. I'm kidding. Orange on here. That's the only way I did it. There. I feel like I look better, like out here. Like here, I look like I've gained some weight, but I haven't. My lips look good, though. Hello, ladies, gentlemen. I'm kidding. No. All right, so let me see if I can turn the camera around. How do we do this? I've never been able to do this successfully. Oh my God, I did it. All right, so let's go here first. These are the prints that just left. So this is a test print. So all my test prints are 8 inches wide. So I normally, so it's a 24-inch roll, and I'll do an 8-inch print. And that's my test print. Sometimes, I get it on the first couple tries, and sometimes it takes a little bit more depending on, how the shadows and highlights are all looking. The can profile actually for this Ilford paper is pretty doggone beautiful. Hey, Lori Marie, I did it. I don't know what I did, but whatever I did, I'm sure. There's a whole lot of dids in there. So this one in particular, this one just went out. This is the beautiful Ellie, which I've been shooting for a while. And like the detail is just redonkulous. So this would be a finished 16 by 20 print, but right now it's like 24 by 8, just to kind of see the tonality. Like, I want to get down here in the hands. I want to see that fall off. I want to make sure the shoulder highlight is still there, which it is. It doesn't look like it is on here, but it is. You have to trust me on that. Just a little bit of detail throughout the hair. And it's just a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Yeah, oh my goodness, so sharp. Well, yeah, parts of it are razor amazing sharp. I had her face right in that same plane there. And because this is a 0.95 lens, so it's super, super shallow and, but beautiful, beautiful. That's probably at about maybe 1.2 or so. I dropped it down just a little bit. And then over here, so this is the new edition that I just did. So I do normally editions of 10. This one is the same. It's an edition of 10. But these are a couple test prints. So I did this a couple times. This was the first one. And just looking, and there again, I don't know whether you can see how the detail looks in here, but like there's just a little bit of blocking up going on here in the blacks, and everybody's comments are, I can't see what I'm doing. And then this white horse here is kind of going into the background, which is just kind of an overcast, snowy sky in Iceland. So I needed a little bit more separation there. So what I did was just drop in there's several ways to do this. You can go back to the original file, work with it in Photoshop, and then export it back in, or you can work with the dialog boxes within the printer. And, this needed just a little tiny bit. The color was just right for me, but the contrast was just a little high. So all I really did was drop the contrast just a bit, and in doing so, it kind of darkens the print down a little bit, the sky. So I want to increase the exposure just a little bit. So I increased the brightness just a smidge and decreased the contrast, which led us to this print, which I now have that nice detail within the black horse here, and the separation of the white horse to the sky is there. But now it's just a little too flat, just a smidge. So I kind of aimed my cursor right in between these two, and I went for it. Instead of making another test print, I know that, 8 inches, it's not a whole lot of waste on paper, but I try to be as frugal as possible with this stuff because it ain't a cheap thing, to put that much ink on a paper and then just throw it away. So I went right in between and knew I would be real happy. But I did aim more towards this print, the lower contrast. So it was about maybe 3/4 the way in between, which gave me this beauty. So this is the finished print, which is, I think, 20 inches by 40, which is just I just remember the moment of making this image, being pummeled by the wind and the ice. So this was about 70-mile-an-hour winds. This is in Iceland, and that's why all the horses are all behind this rock, because the wind is going this way, and you can see it within their mane. They're just being blown, the tails all like blown under. But there's this one lone horse that is kind of drifting off from the rest of the herd, whether there's not enough room here. I did a whole post on this, I don't know, a couple weeks back, and it led to a lot of really amazing discussions. Let me see if I can turn it. I don't know where that helps you guys or hurts you guys. Rotate your phone. You can't rotate your phone while recording, it says. Boo. Come on, technology. Catch up with us, will ya? But that's kind of the print. So this one will get picked up very soon. And it's just, I can't wait. I can't wait for this to get framed and hung on the wall. The title, Belonging. Oh, Laurie. Yeah, how about that? I You know me, it's going to be untitled number 743. But, yeah, belonging or not belonging and being okay with it and being in a better place because you don't belong. Yeah, there's a whole discussion. I don't know whether you caught that on there, but it's really cool. Chrissy Perkins, how do we buy this art? Well, every once in a while I will put up a few things for sale. I have some things in galleries. This particular print was suggested. Somebody wanted to purchase it, so I started a new edition because I knew this was going to be not just a standard print. It had to be editioned because this is one of my favorite images of that trip, and it meant something very deeply to me, and I know it means something very deeply to 10 people. So there will be only 10 of these made. Everything I do is kind of like that. Like this print, this is the South Dakota Badlands. So I made this back in 2006 maybe, and back then I was still just doing editions of 10. This is number 2, which I kept. And this is, I can't wait to go here. I actually have a portrait workshop scheduled for May. And literally, I don't know whether you can see that little line right there. That is the road coming into interior South Dakota. And our workshop digs the farm, the ranch, the big cattle ranch where we're going to be staying is like right there. So it's in this photo, which is just crazy. And then on this one, there's like a lone buffalo standing out along the ridge overlooking this, which is just, it's the most amazing place. I love it. Between that and Iceland, yeah, I'm pretty much set. I like desolation. Funny story with this buffalo. There was 6 buffalo total out here. Or no, there was 5 buffalo total out here. One walked off. Even numbers don't set with me well because I was photographing the buffalo in front of this big mountain range here that's just beautiful. And there's a big cloud there. And then one walked off, and now I have 4 buffalo, which I was like, yeah, I don't want 4. 4 is even. I like odd. And then this guy just kept walking and kept walking and kept walking. And I'm like, oh my God, he's going clear to the edge. And he kept going because, let's see, the other group would be about right over here somewhere. So he walked a good ways and he just got out here and he actually kept walking. But I snapped a couple, one more out this way. But once he got over here, his body really broke into that brown. And it just there wasn't that separation that was there before. So got him kind of mid-stride walking across there. And then all this was just a beautiful kind of overcast day. The clouds were in and out. But that one cloud is really pretty back there. Yeah, print day. I love print days. Print days. There's some other prints now that we're talking about it. This is Bob Dylan. One of my favorites. So this is a Jim Marshall print, an original Jim Marshall. Love this image. I got this for my 40th birthday. That was a big deal. Let's see. Up here I have Loretta Lynn. This is when she did an album with Jack White. I got stuff. I got books, stuff, prints, other prints. These are just some of my large format stuff, all 8x10 paper neg stuff. And it's hanging up in the house. Yep, that print day. So that's I might as well show a couple more. There's still 20 people watching. There's still 20 fools watching me. And these, I love these. This is, several people know that I've been thinking about switching back to Fuji from Sony. And this is one of the main reasons why. The stuff that's hanging in my house is all Fuji. And it's stuff that I look at on a daily basis. And it's just gorgeous. It's beautiful. I made some of these images because the camera was always with me. The little tiny Fuji just has it for me. And these, are all JPEGs. There's no real funny business. I don't have to work on the images a bunch. It's just what they are what they are. And that's the same way I work with my film stuff. And it's like, why not have that kind of cross platform on everything? So I'm really, 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 really anxious to try out the GFX 50R. So stepping up in the Fuji world to a little bit larger than full frame. That's kind of my jam. That's what I want to start playing around with. So hopefully that's gonna happen in the next few weeks. Gearing up for my trip to Iceland and Scotland and Faroe Islands and Norway and all that stuff. And yeah, Oren's a good friend of mine always says the best camera is the one you have with you. Well, that is absolutely true. That is the truth. And you can't always have my 8x10 with me, but yeah, yeah. So that is print day. Anybody have any questions? They want to talk about stuff? Who wants to see my face again? Well, like it or not, there it is. Hello, hello, David. Oh, the Genesis book, big inspiration. Oh, no doubt, right? This thing, good eye, David. This thing, if you don't know this man, you should. This book is phenomenal. Sebastião Salgado, which he's part of. I just found out that this climate change, this project that I've been working on for the last 4 years is now going to Bologna. So I'm really stoked about that. It just left Thailand. I just got the book. Where's the Thailand book? I just got a Thailand book the other day. So I've been in there. And in one of the shows, I believe it was the one in Paris. Was it Paris? I can't remember. One of the shows, my image was hanging between Sebastião Salgado and Steve McCurry. And that was like, at that moment, it was like my pinnacle. That was a moment that, my work is hanging between two people that I admire very, very much. And that has pushed me to create. So, being in there, yeah, crazy. David Schilling, still doing any weddings with the deer spotlight. Holy crap, there's a blast from the past. Yeah, so I used to shoot weddings with a spotlight that, I don't know why somebody called him a deer light. I think I called him a deer light once, and it became a thing, and people, yeah, no, I don't use a deer light anymore. I don't really shoot very many weddings. I shoot a few, but yeah, I don't use the spotlight. There's stuff out there. All right, so I'm going to go through the questions here. Emily, it must be difficult to choose what to put on your own walls. Oh my gosh. Yeah, it is. Especially since I collect stuff too. Well, on that note, let's see. There's other hallways here. So I have this is some negative work. This is so negative. I need to quit being so negative about things. This is all my dance stuff that are just colored negatives. That's all they are. So the black is white, so that's flower. It's a dark blue background, and then I've got 4 lights lighting this all up to give the structure. And then I just never switched it to a positive. I loved this look. I believe it was more of an impact. Did this for a New York dance company that are just amazing, that come to Asheville, and they kind of give back to our community because it's where they came from. And then this side, this is the dragon, which was this moment. I've talked about this. I did a post on this. And this is just a little Fuji XE1 with a little Super 8 millimeter lens. So off a Super 8 camera from the 40s, and then JB welded to the front. So it's like a little 25 millimeter. So it's heavily vignetted, razor sharp on the inside, but then that fall off is just so beautiful. And then in here these are my Marylands. So these are Bert Stearns. This is Marilyn Monroe's last setting. So like several weeks after this, she died. So this is the last time she was photographed. And these are actually on eBay. I decided to sell them just the other day. I've been kind of teetering with it and trying to get them in the hands of friends first, but didn't have any takers, so we're gonna go this route, see what happens. Let's see. Other questions. Must be difficult to find. Yep, covered that. Where is the printer? Oh my gosh, the printer. So this is how I light everything. Yep. And that's what I do with people who make me mad. Kidding. Printer is in this train wreck of a studio. So these are all the different types of stuff. That's the printer. There it is. That is the printer. Alan Sebastião Salgado is the jam. That he is, my friend. Oh my God, what the hell is that? What is that? What is that stuff? I have no idea. All right, I'm going to go back here to my face because it's way better than this disaster of a studio. Let's see. Genesis book, big inspiration. Oh my gosh, I may have answered everybody. Andy, hey buddy. Andy Pigsley in the house. Awesomeness. You are awesomeness. Lori Marie. Yay, workshop. Oren Sue. Yeah, Oren. We're going to get to hang out in Iceland. Like, is that like a month away? No, it's not a month away. It's like 2 months away, right? Please God, tell me it's 2 months away. Yeah. So, yep, you're coming to the workshop over there, and it's going to be unbelievable. Lots of fun stuff up my sleeve. Let's see, embrace the win. Hey, Fred, thank you very much. Very nice. Mary Ellen says hi. Hi, Mary Ellen. Okay, I think I have gotten through everything. I didn't want to leave anyone out. Nancy, I know Nancy's name. Hi, Nancy, with the big heart. I think maybe I saw a message from you today. Is that possible? I need to relook at that. I just got back, so, it's been a long day. Yep. Speaking of which, I have a workshop in April in Scotland that has been full for quite some time. Last night, just found out that one of the students has to drop out, so there is a spot available. Send me a message if you're interested. Look at my website. You can find out all the details on that, which is just parkerpfister.com, parkerpfister.com. You can go to the workshop for artists. You'll find it, I'm sure. But you'll have all the Scotland details there. Let me know if you're interested, and we can get you hooked up there. How much for that? Where do I see that? Oh, Ernst, how much for that print, my friend? The horse print will be, that's $37.50. The portrait prints, I believe 16 by 20 is like $6.95, if I recall. It just depends on the edition as far as as the price. That's the price. Yes, that is what it depends on. My gosh, that's a lot of talking. I gotta you pure magic, Elizabeth. Thanks, Elizabeth. That's sweet. I think I'm done. I think I might be done talking. My voice is getting raspy. And my beard is looking fantastic. Okay, Well, thank you all for joining in on print day. If you would like me to do this more, just come on over. That's the best bet. Otherwise, just wait, because I will and then I won't. And then I will and then I won't. I'm a feather in the wind. That's just who I am. So, thank you all for tuning in. I hope you have an amazing day. If you are a photographer and you're not printing and doing this, you're missing out on a bunch. There's a love affair that gets to come to a head right here. Like, this is where it gets really, really beautiful and good. You can stare at a screen all day, but when these things roll out, or when you do it in the dark room and they come out of the chemicals and they're hanging and you look at them, there's a magic that goes several steps further than just looking at them on a computer screen, or even a book for that matter. Like, books are, you can do a whole bunch of your photos in one book and just have it there and flip through it, and you can touch the image. And I used to get so mad when I was more of a wedding photographer, and the clients would come in, or the moms especially would flip through the books and they would just touch the prints all over them and snap their nails on them and do all this stuff. And I was like, why do they have to touch the prints? Why can't they just look at it? And now I know why. Wish I would have known that back then. Like, that's what's important. It's that connection that they can have with that print. And that's what it's all about. And sometimes we miss out on that. Got to keep our eyes open, at least one, right? And see what people like. And then you can figure out what you like. And then you can make things that they're going to like. And then it's all the way around a big circle. And there's 2 trees in this circle. That's a whole nother topic. Anyway, thank you for watching and have an amazing day. Bye.